Hello, I am Sandra Lee, and today I have Jess with me. She did some human design and had some pretty revealing things come out of it, so I want her to share that with you. Hi, Jess.
Hey,
So share about
yeah,
your experience with human design, the reading that
yeah,
you did.
absolutely. I'm happy to. So, my name is Jess, and I had a session with Sandra a couple of weeks ago. I work with human design. I've done my human design specialist certification with Karen Curry Parker, level 1 and starting level 2. And I came to Sandra because there were parts of my chart that it's so easy for me to be able to look at somebody else's chart and be like, adjust here. And I do a lot of intuitive work and teach people how to wake up and activate their intuition. And so being able to look at somebody's chart and feel into their energy and hear what's not working, it's easy for me to look at someone's chart and be able to guide them and how they can shift in their lives or make adjustments and changes in the areas where they're having a blind spot or whatever it may be. But when it comes to my own chart, what I was finding was there were ways of that I was looking at things that I really needed somebody else to help mirror and reflect back to me what was going on in my chart and how I could make changes and shifts based upon, what was happening in my own personal chart. And so as a manifester, I reached out to Sandra because she is a manifester as well. And so I knew that you'd be able to support me in um, using my own initiating and informing as a manifester and my emotional authority as a way to enhance my life, enhance my clients' lives, like just show up differently in my relationships with my family, my relationships with my clients, relationships with friends, relationship with self. So it's been really empowering and really supportive to have this session where, again, you could help me see my chart in a different way as opposed to just reading about it, reflecting on my own past experiences and going, okay, well, I've done this before. I've tried this. So maybe this is what it means for me. It was almost like being able to problem solve through areas where there was stickiness or blind spots. So it was really powerful in supporting me, understanding myself and being able to look at my chart from a different perspective than just continuing to read about it and getting kind of looped in the same way of thinking about it.
I know when I am working on myself, not just human design, but really any area, I can't see myself clearly. And when I'm working with somebody else, I call that getting outside of my head perspective. An objective person looking at me and my chart or my issues. And so it's like, have you considered looking at it this way? And it totally changes everything because I'm getting some new perspective on something that I tend to have a pretty fixed, stuck perspective on myself. So getting that outside perspective makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to get stuck in that only you can only see what you can see because you can't view yourself from the outside, but somebody else being able to view and hear and problem solve and think in different ways because somebody else doesn't have the same, you don't know me from a hole in the wall. We met here. You can look at things from a more objective place without there being like, oh, I feel bad and obligated to this people, so I must inform in this way or do this in this way. You can look at it from an objective place and provide perspective from there. So that's super helpful.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to say, Jess?
I would just highly recommend doing a session with Sandra. If you want to get perspective that's going to support you in understanding yourself better, even if you're somebody who's done human design before, we all have our own path and our own journey with understanding human design and working with our human design. So I would say, come and take it, do a session with Sandra and step outside of the box of yourself so that you can really use this chart, use your energy in a way that makes you flourish in your life.
Thank you, Jess. That's wonderful.
Welcome.
So look below this video because there's a link to Jess's website so you can check out what she's doing. It's a beautiful website.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jess. Lovely time with you.
Yes, you too.
Thanks. Bye.